Bacoor, officially the City of Bacoor, is a first-class urban component city in the province of Cavite, Philippines. It is a lone, congressional district of Cavite and is the province's gateway to Metro Manila. Etymology. Some accounts indicate that the city of Bacoor, also named Bacoor or Bacoor, was founded as pueblo or town in 1671. When Spanish troops first arrived in Bacoor, they met some local inhabitants in the process of building a bamboo fence around a house. The Spaniards asked the men what the name of the village was, but because of the difficulties in understanding each other, the local inhabitants thought that the Spaniards were asking what they were building. The men answered, Bacoor. The Spaniards pronounced it as Bacoor, which soon became the town's name. History. Spanish period. Bacoor was one of the flashpoints of the Cavite Mutiny of 1872. Bacoor's parish priest at that time, Fr. Mariano Gomez, was one of the Gomburza trio implicated in the mutiny for advocating secularization of priesthood in the Philippines. He and the rest of Gomburza were executed at Bagumbayan in 1872. The death of the Gomburza served as the inspiration for Jose Rizal's El Filibusterismo, which in turn influenced the ignition of the Philippine Revolution. During the Philippine Revolution against Spain in 1896, Bacoor was one of the first towns in Cavite to rise up. A Katipunan chapter, codenamed Gargano, led by Gil Ignacio from Barrio Banala, started the hostilities in Bacoor on the 2nd of September 1896, 3 days after the revolution began. On the 17th of February 1897, General Emilio Aguinaldo's 40,000-strong force confronted a 20,000-strong Spanish reinforcement at the Zapote River. The Katipuneros reinforced the southern bank of the river with trenches designed by Filipino engineer Edilberto Evangelista. They also blew up the Zapote Bridge with explosives which killed several Spaniards crossing it and thereby preventing them from reaching Cavite, forcing them to retreat to Muntinlupa. Despite the Filipino victory, they lost the brilliant Evangelista, who was killed in action. However, after the Spanish counter-offensive in May 1897, Bacoor and the rest of Cavite finally fell to the Spaniards, forcing Aguinaldo and his men to retreat to Biak na Bato. American period. With the Philippine Declaration of Independence from Spain on 12 June 1898, hostilities reignited in Cavite and Bacoor was designated as the first capital of Emilio Aguinaldo's revolutionary government until it was transferred to Malolos, Bulacan in 1899. The Zapote Bridge became the site once again of another battle on 13 June 1899, this time between Philippine and American troops. An American force of 1,200 men supported by naval gunfire from the American squadron in Manila Bay crushed a 5,000-strong Filipino force led by General Pio del Pilar. Zapote Bridge's special place in Philippine history is depicted today in Bacoor's city seal. Japanese occupation during World War II. In 1942, Japanese occupation forces entered Bacoor and other towns of Cavite province. From 1942 to 1945, many Caviteños joined the Cavite Guerrilla Unit, a recognized guerrilla group headed by Colonel Mariano Castaneda. This group would eventually become the Filipino-American Cavite Guerrilla Forces. Colonel Francisco Guerrero and the FACGF's 2nd Infantry Regiment was put in charge of Japanese resistance in Bacoor. The FAGCF, together with Filipino soldiers under the 41st, 4th, and 42nd Infantry Division of the Philippine Commonwealth Army, liberated and recaptured Bacoor and defeated the Japanese Imperial Army forces from January to August 1945. During the Allied liberation of the Philippines cityhood on 25 July 2011, President Benigno Simeon Aquino III signed into law Republic Act No. 10,160 creating the city of Bacoor. It was ratified through a plebiscite on 23 June 2012, wherein 36 226 of the town's 40,080 registered voters voted in favor of cityhood, while those against were 3,854. With the incorporation of Bacoor as a city, it was divided into two legislative districts, Bacoor West and Bacoor East. During the 2013 midterm elections, the citizens of Bacoor voted for 6 councillors for each district, forming a 12-person city council. Geography. Physical. Bacoor is strategically located at the gateway to Metro Manila, a suburban area. The city is located approximately 15 kilometers southwest of Manila, on the southeastern shore of Manila Bay, at the northwest portion of the province with an area of 52.4 square kilometers. It is bordered to the east by Las Piñas and Muntinlupa, to the south by Dasmariñas, to the west by Cavite and Imus, and to the north by Bacoor Bay and inlet of Manila Bay. Bacoor is separated from Las Piñas by the Zapote River and from Imus and Cavite by Bacoor River. Most of the city is composed of flat, formerly agricultural lands, with some areas such as the coastal barangays of Zapote, Talaba, Niog, and Panapan lying below sea level. Some barangays such as Molino and Queensrow are situated on the hills that form valleys along the upstream portion of Zapote River. Political subdivisions. Bacoor City is politically subdivided into 73 barangays grouped into 2 legislative districts, namely Bacoor West and Bacoor East, which are represented in the city council by their respective councillors. Bacoor West: Salima, Aniban I, Aniban II, Aniban III, Aniban IV, Aniban V, Banala, Camposanta, Dang Bukid, Digman, Jalongbayan, Kayangin, Habe I, Habe II, Ligas I, Ligas II, Ligas III, Mabalo I, Mabalo II, Mabalo III, Malaxai I, Malaxai II, Malaxai III, Niogi, Niog II, Niog III, Panipan I, PF, Espiritu I, Panipan II, PF, Espiritu II, Panipan III, PF, Espiritu III, Panapan IV, PF, Espiritu IV, Panapan V, PF, Espiritu V, Panapan V, PF, Espiritu V, Panapan 7, PF, Espiritu 7, Panapan 8, PF, Espiritu 8, Real I, Real 2, Salinas I, Salinas 2, Salinas 3, Salinas IV, San Nicolas I, San Nicolas 2, San Nicolas 3, Siniguelasan, Tabing Dagat, Talaba I, Talaba 2, Talaba 3, Talabaya V, Talaba V, Talaba Vi, Talaba 7, Zapote I, Zapote 2, Zapote 3, Zapote IV, Zapote V, Longos, Bacoor East Bayanan, Mumbog I, Mumbog 2, Mambog 3, Mumbog IV, Mumbog V, Molino I, Molino 2, Molino 3, Molino IV, Molino V, Molino Vi, Molino 7, Gawaran, Queensrow Central, Queensrow East, Queensrow West. Climate. Under the Köppen climate classification system, Bacoor features a tropical savanna climate that borders on a tropical monsoon climate. Together with the rest of the Philippines, Bacoor lies entirely within the tropics. Its proximity to the equator means that the temperature range is very small, rarely going lower than 20 degrees Celsius and going higher than 38 degrees Celsius. However, humidity levels are usually very high, which makes it feel much warmer. It has a distinct dry season from late December through April, and a relatively lengthy wet season that covers the remaining period. Southwest monsoon or habagat can occur from June to September and can cause flooding in parts of the city. Demographics. According to the 2010 census of population, Bacoor has a population of 520,216 people, making it the second most populous city in the province after Dasmariñas. The city is a bedroom community which owes its large population to the influx of low and middle-income settlers who availed of the various housing projects and subdivisions in it. Religion: Roman Catholicism is the dominant religion in Bacoor due to the influx of migrants and is part of the Diocese of Imus. The city is the seat of the Vicariate of St. Michael, the Archangel, and the Vicariate of Sto. Nino de Molino. One of Bacoor's notable parish priests was Fr. Mariano Gomez, one of the Gomburs trio implicated in the Cavite mutiny, who served as parish priest at the Bacoor Cathedral from 1824 to his death in 1872. During the Philippine Revolution, majority of Bacoor's inhabitants became members of the Philippine Independent Church, also known as the Alipayan Church, the religious arm of General Emilio Aguinaldo's government. The Alipayan Church has a long and colorful history in the city. It is one of the first places in the Philippines to join the new movement, and the Catholic priest at that time, Fr. Fortunato Clemena, became the first Alipayan priest of Bacoor, as well as the first Alipayan bishop of Cavite, during the Alipayan Schism period. Most of the first members of the church in Bacoor were Katipuneros, headed by General Mariano Noriel, who is also the first president of the layman organization. The Alipayan Church has two parishes now in Bacoor, one in Molino and one in the town proper, and chapels in different barangays. Bacoor also has a significant population of Muslims, mostly middle-class Maranao traders and merchants. A number of Protestant Christian denominations, such as Jesus Miracle Crusade International Ministry, United Methodist Church, as well as evangelical Christian denominations such as Molino Community Christian Fellowship, Jesus is Lord Church, and Lighthouse Worship Center, also have a presence in the city. Economy. Commerce. Bacoor is currently experiencing a rapid shift from an agriculture-based economy to a residential, commercial urban center. Nowadays, retail, manufacturing, banking and service sectors are Bacoor's primary income earners. Commercial activities are sporadic throughout the city, ranging from wholesale to retail establishments, restaurants and eateries, hardware and construction supplies, and other service-related industries, especially those located in Edem City, Bacoor, where it serves as the city's main income earner. The mostly residential area of Molino is also home to Edem Center Molino at the corner of Molino Road and Dangkari. The entrance area from the coastal road to Aguinaldo Highway into Lubba and the area surrounding the Zapote Public Market are other commercial centers. Bacoor has branches of 11 different commercial banks all over the city. Meanwhile, agricultural area has lessened to only 100 hectares, while fish ponds, which likewise decreased to almost half of the original 760 hectares. Salt production, fishing, oyster and mussel culture, which are now being threatened to near extinction because of pollution and overpopulation, are the other sources of income of the residents. These industries are also threatened by the construction of the Cavite Coastal Road extension, which directly affected the Bacoor shoreline. Land use developments in Bacoor include a proposed industrial village in Barangay Niog, which will include light cottage industries with supporting residential and commercial facilities. A vast tract of land in Molino area, on the other hand, is envisioned to host residential, institutional and commercial facilities. Dubbed as the New Bacoor, the land use plan in Molino seeks to utilize the area not only as a dormitory for individuals who work in Metro Manila but also for people who have migrated to Bacoor in search of economic advancement. Tourism. Bacoor also touts itself as a tourism and recreational center with reach of Metro Manila residents. Aside from its numerous shopping malls, the city offers visitors a taste of history, culture, and local cuisine through various resorts, restaurants, and other places of interest. These include places of interest: Bahatisa, Battle of Zapote Bridge Site, Bacoor Cathedral, Bacoor Eco Park, St. Ezekiel Marino Park, Bacoor Public Market. Festivals: Bacoor Festival, September 29th. Marching Band Festival, second Sunday of May. Battle of Zapote Bridge Commemoration, February 17th. Resorts: Paradiso Terrestre, Circle Island Resort, Sunward Resort. Restaurants: Kainan Sa Bolsahan, Digman's Original Halo, Car Freddy's. Shopping malls and supermarkets: Edem City Bacoor, Edem City Molino, The District, RFC Molino Mall, RFC Mall, V Central Mall, FRC Mall, Star Mall Molino, Center Square Mall, Seasons Mall, Edem Save More, Puri Gold, Super 8, Emaluz, Abri Commercial, Local Government. Pursuant to Chapter 2, Title 2, Book 3 of Republic Act No. 7160 or the Local Government Code of 1991, the city government is to be composed of a mayor, a vice-mayor and members of the legislative branch Sangguniang Panlungsod alongside a secretary to the said legislature, all of which are elected to a 3-year term and are eligible to run for 3 consecutive terms. Executive. As with every Philippine city, Bacoor's chief executive is the city mayor, elected to a term of 3 years and limited to 3 consecutive terms. He or she appoints the directors of each city department, which include the Office of Administration, Engineering Office, Information Office, Legal Office, and Treasury Office. The incumbent mayor of Bacoor is Strike Revilla, from the Lakas Party. He first assumed office on 30 June 2007, following his victory in the May 2007 municipal elections. He was re-elected in 2010 for a second term, during which Bacoor was converted into a city. He ran and won a third as city mayor in 2013, which will expire in 2016. The city's vice-mayor performs duties as acting governor in the absence of the mayor. He or she also automatically succeeds as mayor upon the death of the incumbent. He or she also convenes the Sangguniang Panlungsod, the city's legislative body. The incumbent vice-mayor of Bacoor is Catherine Sereno Evarista from the Lakas Party. She first assumed office on 30 June 2013 after defeating former Vice-Mayor Rosette Miranda Fernando. Legislative. The city, which is a lone congressional district, is represented in the Philippine House of Representatives by Congresswoman Lani Mercado Revilla from the Lakas Party. She first assumed office from 2010 after Bacoor was given a lone congressional seat. After Bacoor was elevated to city status, she ran and won a second term in 2013 as Congresswoman. Within the city board or Sangguniang Panlungsod crafts all city ordinances, performs appropriation of city funds, issues franchises and permits, impose fees on city services, and exercise other duties and powers as stipulated by the Local Government Code of 1991. Infrastructure. Transportation. Bacoor is described as a bedroom community with most of its citizens commuting to and from Metro Manila to work. The city is connected to Metro Manila by major thoroughfares: Cavite and Quirino Avenue in the north, Dangkari and the Muntinlupa Cavite Expressway in the south, and Marcos Alvarez Avenue in the east. It is also the terminus of the Aguinaldo Highway and T-Rona Highway, which connects the city to the rest of Cavite. Common forms of transportation are buses, minibuses, public utility vans, jeepneys. Due to the congestion of Bacoor's major thoroughfares and overpopulation, the city suffers from daily heavy traffic. This hoped to be eased in the future as the city will become the terminus of the Manila Light Rail Transit System once its southern extension has been completed. Bacoor is also part of the proposed Cavite-Laguna Expressway, which is currently in the bidding process. Health. To address the health concerns of the city's aging population and urban poor population, several public and private hospitals have been established in the city. The local government also initiated a discount program for senior citizens in city wherein they can avail of discounted medical care and medicines in hospitals in and outside of Bacoor. Bacoor has one major public hospital and 7 major private hospitals aside from a number of small private clinics. Bacoor District Hospital, Bacoor Doctors Medical Center, Crisostomo General Hospital, Metro South Medical Center, Molino Doctors Hospital, Southeast Asian Medical Center, St. Dominic Medical Center, St. Michael Medical Hospital. Education. As a bedroom community, Bacoor is also home to several education institutions, both public and private. Currently, there are 27 public elementary schools and 7 public high schools throughout the city. Students in the public school sector study under the K-12 curriculum. There are also numerous privately run elementary schools and high schools. Several private colleges offer academic as well as technical vocational education. The city is home to 2 universities: the Molino campus of the University of Perpetual Help System DALTA and a campus of the Cavite State University. Notable people: Ernie Bowen, weather forecaster and host of Knowledge Power on ABS-CBN, also known as the Walking Encyclopedia. Joseph Eric Buhain, swimmer and chairman of the Games and Amusement Board of the Philippines. Serafin Cuevas, esteemed lawyer and former Associate Justice of the Supreme Court of the Philippines and Secretary of Justice. Pedro F. Espiritu, governor of the Cavite Province. Rubilita Garcia, murdered journalist for the newspapers Ramon and the Filipino Times. Leon Ginter, former mayor of the city of Manila during the Japanese occupation. Alessandro Lubiano, taekwondo jin and first gold medalist in 1997 Southeast Asian Games held in Jakarta, Indonesia. Mariano Noriel, served as general under Emilio Aguinaldo's Revolutionary Army during the 1896 Philippine Revolution. Diethero Campo, actor, singer, and model. Ray D. Pagtacan, Canadian physician, professor and politician. He was a cabinet minister in the governments of John Creation and Paul Martin, and served as a member of parliament from 1988 until his defeat in the 2004 election. Manuel R. Pamerang, esteemed lawyer and former presiding justice of the Sandiganbayan from 1978 to 1986. Known as the hanging judge for deciding over high-profile cases using death penalty. Strike Revilla, incumbent mayor of Bacoor. Marian Rivera, commercial model, actress, and TV host, wife of actor Ding Dong Dantes. Hilarion Francisco Rubio, director of the Centro Escola University Conservatory of Music, a full professor of the UP Conservatory of Music, founder and the first president of the Philippine Bandmasters Association. Cesar N. Sarino, former Secretary of Interior and Local Government and former General Manager of the Government Service Insurance System. Wesley So, 8th youngest chess grandmaster in history. Sister Cities Gallery. Downtown Bacoor, known as Poblacion. Gen. Edilberto Evangelista Avenue. Aguinaldo Highway. The City of Bacoor Sports Gymnasium. The Sagat Buhay and Recovery Health Center. The Bacoor Command Center with police and fire stations.